Before there can be an evolution of awareness, there must be an involution of awareness. This turning within is all but impossible to achieve if the senses are constantly overstimulated and agitated. Peace. Today we are going to take a look at the book with unusual name, Entering the Desert. It is first of the two books that belong together. The other book is named Cult of Golgotha, but today we enter the desert. For occult practice, this book definitely has something to offer in both theory and practice. Simply said, the book is offering manual for meditation and specific time of rituals based on reading any kind of sacred text. The book doesn't play games of being easy or about offering fast results. Author does his best to offer a tutorial that is not limited to certain tradition or understanding. For someone who follows Eastern tradition, it is a challenge to write a spiritual book without using any Sanskrit terms. Instead, author properly describes in English, and I must say that I didn't really notice. This adaptation was really well done. What might be a problem is the ritual of leaving into the wilderness for entire days. At least here, this becomes nearly impossible to perform. Having a campfire in nature is nowadays difficult and dangerous, be it causing wildfire, being caught by police, or filmed by drones, or impossibility to find a place where no human will go for days. Beyond that, there is not really much one can complain about. Minor ritual of reading sacred text does not require more than the book, quiet place, and time. Well, and incense, of course, but that can be skipped. Magic parts get solid 9. As already said, the ritual in the book demands nothing but the book and maybe incense. And of course, good occultists should keep a journal. Meditation practice goes without any monetary need, and practice during the day is barely visible, if at all. That's good. The book also has a section on how to live life supportive of the work described in the book. Paying attention to how you speak or who do you spend time with is undeniably wise practice. The difficulty might come with the ritual of entering the wilderness. The book wants it to be for days. There are multiple problems and dangers. However, it is doable, but nowadays requires being cunning and proper planning. Truth be told, it might be wiser for some to skip this one entirely. The system in this book is indeed good for adapting into other systems. The texts for sacred readings are not set in stone, and meditation is also rather a universal skill that many can develop and adapt. Spending money with this book is very minimal, and system is useful and even adaptable. Solid 8. The book itself is surprisingly nice. The publisher took path that I appreciate a lot. The book was published in paperback, hardcover, and collective editions. This way it was sold in luxury edition for rich collectors, as well as paperback for those who actually want to practice. Kind of the publisher satisfied both greedy and needy. The collective edition is of course priced highly, but paperback with the same content is for quite affordable price. That I highly appreciate. The art in the book is interesting to look at, although it seems not directly connected with the contents of the book. It is nice and fits well with the text. Simply said, it's nice to look at. The cover is rather simple, but is in fitting style. The book is worthy addition to any occult library, and providing both cheap as well as luxury edition is a big win. In short, perfection. Personally, I love this book. The universality was well achieved in this work. The text is not long, but putting it to practice is a challenging task, yet worth the effort. I definitely appreciate these books written by modern occultists who can indeed offer some real value. Don't expect them to be completely true, but the book that helps me to move forward is a good book. And this one does exactly that. It doesn't offer whatsoever much, but it's way better for a book to offer one thing and properly than many while being shallow. This is a book that is one of my highly valued books and deserves perfect score. The book has few issues, but overall it is definitely worth buying. A worthy addition to my library as well as to my practice, and I believe it will be a worthy addition for anyone else. Well, at least for those who will buy it and put it to practice.